Hello again. I'm Monica Pitts with Make Create Design, and I want to take a second to talk to you about email tracking. So, anytime that you run an email campaign to your website, whether it is to get donations or to intrigue people in your blog, if you're sending them there from your email newsletter, if you're getting them to sign up for an event, you need to be tracking those emails, right? Not just within the email system that you're using itself, but also how the visitors are interacting with your website. And sometimes that can get a little unclear because most of the time, the system that we're using to track that email behavior on our website is Google Analytics. And Google Analytics doesn't necessarily do the best job of understanding how email traffic arrives on its site. So I am going to give you a solution to make your post campaign reconciliation easier, which is adding UTM parameters to your email links. So why do I care? First off, so I run comogives.com with the Community Foundation, and every year we have 138 nonprofits that are campaigning on behalf of their own organizations, and they send traffic to comogives.com to have people donate to them. And so as I started reconciling the data from these emails, I realized that 74% of the email donations were coming in from Como Gives branded emails. So those are emails that my team sends on behalf of the organizations. We don't say donate to this specific organization. We just say, hey, we're running our year-end giving campaign for our community. Will you go out and donate? So if you can see, like in past years, it's been 68%, 66%, 74%. And I'm like, that just can't be right. I know that these organizations are sending emails on behalf of themselves to bring in donors, but I can't see that in my system. So I have done an enormous amount of digging in the system to be able to exhume that data. And I would really like to not have to do that anymore. And for me to not have to do that anymore, I need my friends to add UTM parameters to their email links. Like, do it for me, please, because it is going to make data reconciliation after this campaign just so much easier. And if you're not a member of this campaign and you're sending people to your website to donate, you would like to add the UTM parameters to your email links too, so that you can do easy reconciliation after your campaign. Because if you want to get better, you have to know what worked and what didn't work. So how do you do that? Let's take a look. First, let's talk about what a UTM parameter even is. So a UTM parameter is something that you add on to the end of a link that intercepts the natural filing system of Google Analytics, and it tells the tracking software where the website traffic came from instead of just letting Google Analytics choose for itself. Now, the reason you want to do this is because if your emails are opened in webmail, sometimes, well, a lot of the time, Google Analytics thinks that this traffic is coming from a website because they're using a website to check their email. And so those emails get stuck in the email traffic, it gets stuck in referrals, which is websites sending traffic to the website. It doesn't get filed into email. And we want it to be filed in email so that way we can look at it and at a glance see, is that working? So there's a tool that we can use to build our UTM parameters. But first, I want to show you what happens in Google Analytics so that way you can see to reconcile your own data after your campaigns. So first off, we're in Google Analytics. You click on acquisition and then overview. And you can see that it tells me how all the different traffic came into my website. And right here is email. So if I click on email, it tells me that I received $50,376 via email. Now, here's a strange thing though. When I look at my own emails, these are my emails, that's 48,597 of those $50,000. And I know that it can't just be $50,000, friends, because it's a $960,000 campaign. So there has to be more donations coming in via email because email is one of the highest converting traffic sources for any type of activity. So I know it can't just be that, all right? So like I said, I have to dig and I have to go through other ways to find it. I just know that this can't be the end all be all. So when you look here, it tells you the source of all of the different email traffic that came into the website. And you can see that 763 of those people that entered the website came in from newsletter. Newsletter is my emails, but there's got to be more stuff going on. And that's what UTM Parameters is going to solve for me. So to build your own UTM parameters, you can hop on over to, oh my goodness, this is such a great URL. I can't wait to say it all out loud. Oh, and I'm so sorry that this is tiny. I should have made it bigger. I may just have to do this all over again. So you go out to ga-dev-tools.appspot.com/campaign-url-builder. Wasn't that awesome? Yeah, I'll put the link to this like in the comments of this post. All right, so there's all these fields here, and I want to explain to you what to do with each field so that way you can make good UTM parameters that you can work. So let's hop back over here and I will show you what to do. So if you're participating in comogives.com, here's what I would like you to do with your UTM parameters. I want you to put your Como Gives page link at the top. So over here, Como Gives page, this is the Como Gives page for Boone County Historical Society. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go over here and I paste it right here. All right, so then I'm going to put the campaign source. So let's hop back over here. My campaign source is going to be my organization's name. Now, the reason I want you to do that for me is because I want to be able to look and see, oh, look, Boone County Historical Society brought this much traffic to the website and this much traffic converted. It helps me help you run a better campaign. Now, if you're not part of Como Gives and you're going to use this, then you might do it with a number of different campaign sources. So they have here newsletter, it could be Facebook ads, it could be whatever you want to call the type of content that you're using. Now, here, once again, we're going to put their name. So we're going to pop back over here and I'm going to type in, whoop. That way it will pull all together all their links in this one campaign for me and for you. All right. So once again, if you are doing a Giving Tuesday campaign, then you could have this be your Giving Tuesday campaign. You could name it that if you wanted to. Really, you can name these things whatever you want. All right. It's kind of scary. It just keeps making more lines in Google. All right. So then here, campaign medium, this is email. It's always going to be email if you're doing it for email. Now, I like to use this same methodology whenever I'm determining if an ad came from a Facebook or if a click to my website came from a Facebook ad, because I notice that Facebook and Google Analytics, they group it all together. So they don't divide it between paid versus unpaid clicks. I want to know, did someone pay for this click? Did I pay for it? Did someone else pay for it? Okay, so email is what I put here. And then the campaign name, that would be like, they have example here, spring sale, but it might be Giving Tuesday, email number 1. It might be Giving Tuesday, email number 2. It might be last chance email. So we'll put last chance. All right. So here is my URL. This is all I need. I don't have to fill out this other stuff, and I'm not going to. So then I'm going to copy it. And then when I go to make my email, so let's go here. I'm going to build an email. Wait until you guys see this inbox. It's insane, right? Okay, so compose. Oh, weighing it down. All right. Now, I'm going to say donate now, right? And I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to add in the link that I just made right here, and I click OK. And it will take me to the spot where I want it to take me. It's going to take me out to this page, you see, and then it puts all this extra stuff at the end. And that just told Google Analytics that this stuff came from email. And now I can reconcile it. Isn't that just super exciting? All right. So now you guys know. You know the magic, and you can follow Como Gives or Make Create or at Como Gives and learn more about this crazy stuff that we're doing right now. So happy tracking. Have a good day.